When people ask, how were the pyramids built? They often seek answers involving pulleys, levers, and manpower. But perhaps we're asking the wrong question. Instead of how, the deeper question might be, why? Why would a civilization pour nearly all of its resources over decades into building a structure with mathematical precision that defies explanation, physical properties that seem anomalous, and a geographic alignment we still can't replicate with ancient technology? Today, we won't just explore how the pyramids were built. We'll dive into a far more unsettling question. Could the pyramids be repositories of forgotten knowledge? A kind of time capsule encoded in stone, carrying a message from the past to the future? And if so, what is that message? The Great Pyramid is not just a structure, it's a mathematical equation carved in stone. Its numbers and ratios defy any simplistic explanation of its purpose. The perimeter of the pyramid's base, divided by twice its height, yields the value of pi, OUI, with astonishing accuracy. This suggests the ancient Egyptians knew the value of pi over 4,000 years before modern mathematics confirmed it. The golden ratio, a proportion seen as aesthetically perfect and found in nature, also appears in the design. The distance from the ground to the center of the king's chamber, divided by the total height, results in the golden ratio. But here's the mind-bending part. Multiply the pyramid's height by 10 to the 9th, and you get 149 million kilometers, the average distance from Earth to the Sun. A figure we've only recently been able to measure with precision. Is this just coincidence? Or did the pyramid builders encode advanced astronomical and mathematical knowledge into this very structure? The Great Pyramid's location cannot be dismissed as random. It sits at the geographic center of Earth's landmass, the balancing point of all continents. How could the ancient Egyptians have known this without satellites or space imagery? Each face of the pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, with an error of only 1/15 of a degree, a level of precision hard to achieve even today. Even more remarkably, the 30-degree north latitude line, where the pyramid stands, crosses more land than any other parallel. And the 31st-degree east longitude line, nearly the exact location of the pyramid, crosses more land than any other meridian. Some researchers have also pointed out, if you divide the pyramid's perimeter by twice its height, you get the exact length of 1 degree of longitude at the equator, a fundamental unit in our modern GPS system. So the question is, was the Great Pyramid an ancient global positioning system, a fixed anchor point on the map of a civilization that knew the Earth better than our history books admit? In 2024, a groundbreaking discovery added a new layer of mystery to the pyramid puzzle. Dr. Xavier Landreau and his team proposed that the step pyramid of Djoser, the oldest pyramid in Egypt, may have been built with the help of a sophisticated hydraulic elevator system. They found that the massive structure known as Gisr el-Mudir, near the Djoser pyramid, once thought to be a fortress or arena, may have been a control dam, part of a water management system designed to collect, filter, and regulate water. According to this theory, water flowed through underground tunnels and shafts within the pyramid, creating a lifting mechanism capable of transporting massive stone blocks to higher levels. Landreau described it like this. The Djoser pyramid would rise like a volcano, with building material funneled up through its central shaft. What makes this discovery truly compelling is that it doesn't just explain how a pyramid could be built. It suggests the ancient Egyptians had a deep understanding of hydraulics, a science we associate with modern engineering. What better proof of lost advanced knowledge than modern scientists needing 5,000 years to rediscover what ancient engineers may have already mastered? One of the greatest mysteries of the pyramids isn't how they were built, but why that knowledge disappeared. The Great Pyramid of Giza remains the largest and most precise pyramid ever constructed, even though it was among the first. A crucial find, the Red Sea Scroll, offers a rare first-hand account from the ancient world. This 4,000-year-old document features the writings of Merer, a man who may have helped build the Great Pyramid under Khufu. Merer's journal reveals the workers were not slaves, as long assumed, but well-paid, skilled laborers with decent food and accommodations. And yet, something strange emerges. The knowledge needed to build such grand monuments seems to have gradually vanished after the Great Pyramid. Later pyramids were smaller, sloppier, and lacked the same mathematical precision. Could Egypt have experienced a gradual loss of ancient knowledge? The Library of Alexandria, with over 500,000 ancient texts, was destroyed. Thousands of years of wisdom lost forever. For over a millennium, hieroglyphs, the very language of this great civilization, remained unreadable until the Rosetta Stone was discovered. Some scholars now believe the pyramids were not just tombs, but repositories of knowledge, an attempt to preserve crucial information in a form that could survive catastrophe, decay, and time itself. The pyramid is not unique to Egypt. Similar structures have appeared across the globe, from Mesoamerica to China, from Mesopotamia to Indonesia. And astonishingly, many of them share mathematical ratios and astronomical alignments. Traditional science sees this as convergent evolution, different civilizations solving similar problems in similar ways. Anthropologist Robert Scherer noted that the pyramid shape is simply the most stable way to build tall structures using ancient technology. But others, like Dr. Martin Sweatman of the University of Edinburgh, propose something more radical: that an ancient shared tradition of knowledge may have spread between civilizations, or perhaps stemmed from a common source. Paleoclimate research now shows that during the time the pyramids were built, the Sahara was not a desert, but a lush savanna with abundant rainfall. This explains how hydraulic systems could work in what is now arid land, and suggests that Africa and nearby regions may have once been far more connected, allowing the exchange of ideas and technologies. The question is, how did civilizations supposedly isolated from one another develop such complex and similar structures? Could there have been a forgotten global network of knowledge? Or are certain mathematical and astronomical truths so universal that any advanced culture will eventually discover them? Modern science is finally beginning to unlock the secrets of the pyramids, and what we're finding is extraordinary. In 2017, the Scan Pyramids project used cosmic ray muon imaging to detect a massive hidden chamber above the Grand Gallery, now called the Void. It's over 30 meters long. Why is it there? What could it contain? No one knows for sure. The hydraulic elevator theory from the Djoser Pyramid also opens new possibilities for how the larger pyramids may have been built. According to Dr. Landro, a medium-sized hydraulic lift could raise 50 to 100 tons, enough to move the heaviest stones in the Great Pyramid. Modern material analysis is also shedding light on how the massive stone blocks were cut with such precision. Evidence suggests the Egyptians may have used a mix of silica sand and aluminum oxide to create abrasives strong enough to cut granite. Even the mortar used to bind the stones is unusual. It has a unique chemical composition and seems to grow stronger over time, not weaker. These findings are blurring the lines between myth and science. It appears the ancient Egyptians weren't just laborers dragging stones. They were scientists and engineers with knowledge far ahead of their time. The pyramids may reveal a sobering truth. Human civilization does not always progress in a straight line. There are cycles of rise and fall, and there may have been times when we possessed knowledge and technology far beyond what we imagine. Many cultures across the globe have built pyramid-like structures, from the Maya in Central America to the temples of Southeast Asia. Could this point to a shared ancient network of knowledge? Or were these simply parallel discoveries based on universal truths in mathematics and physics? The recent discovery of a hydraulic system, possibly used to construct the pyramids, reminds us. The Egyptians didn't try to conquer nature. They worked with it. They understood how to harness water and natural cycles to accomplish astonishing feats. That lesson is more important now than ever. as we face climate change, resource depletion, and crumbling infrastructure. Perhaps the key to a sustainable future lies not in new technology, but in ancient wisdom, in the knowledge of how to live in harmony with the planet. And maybe the greatest message of the pyramids is humility, a reminder that those who came before us may have known more than we give them credit for, and that our new knowledge might just be rediscovered truths. The pyramids are not just monuments from the past, they are messages for the future. And perhaps the greatest of all unknowns is what we once knew.